Hello. So today we are trying out a new tent, but also we are going in fully loaded. The bike is returning, and this time we have extra storage. That's the new tent there. Please ignore the background. This tent is an absolute disgrace right now. So we're trying a new tent today. It's a Eurohike one. It's a bit longer. It's double skinned. I'm hoping it fills my needs, but I'm not sure because it was kind of cheap again. But we'll see how that goes. We need to go to Halfords on the way to the forest spot. By the way, going to the forest. I need to get a gas canister for the stove. So yeah, let's stop wasting everyone's time and let's go. Okay, we have made it to Halfords. Now let's see if they have what I need. Oh. Lovely, that was easy. I think I've learnt my lesson with tents like this. Never again. Okay, that's that got. I'm gonna leave the bike there a second because I want to go into B&M Bargains because I need to get another bottle of water and they might have some sort of interesting snack options. See what I mean? Where else would you get it but B&M Bargains? I was hoping I'd find some Prime so I can sell it at a 400% markup to some stupid kid, but oh well. Have fuel. That's definitely a rip-off of Prime, isn't it? Nah, this is all crap. That'll do. Does B&M Bargains have a camping section, I wonder? Well, not down this aisle anyway. There you go, you've had a quick look around my local B&M Bargains. Can't tell me I don't deliver fantastic content at all times. And my bike hasn't been stolen, so it's gonna be a good day. Right, let's get to the forest. Okay, I made it. I'm a bit out of breath because I had to pass someone on a hill and instead of admitting defeat I just kept going and it nearly killed me. But anyway, we are going in here. There's a big space in there somewhere where no one can walk, so we're going to find a good spot and that's going to do us for tonight. I'm just going to leave the bike here a second and have a little explore around because there's no point in me hoofing the bike everywhere. Okay, I've had a little scout around And I'm just gonna stand still so this person doesn't see me. The bike is over there, but I am thinking of going here, just under this tree, because I'm covered all the way around this side by this. It's sort of in shadow, but I can live with that. The ground's nice and soft, and then I've got some nice natural light on that side. So I think this will be the spot. So now I need to go get the bike. Okay, from where you've just seen me put the bike and where I thought I was going to camp is where this tree has fallen. I'm just behind that. But I thought I'd have a quick look above that ridge line, and I've just found this bit. Lovely and flat. The path, the forest path, is kind of behind that dip. So there's lots of coverage between me and the main path. I'm on a high bit here, so the path is below. And then the path that's on that side is well beyond. So I feel like I'm kind of in a perfect little spot. It's probably a little bit too easy actually, but I'm gonna do it anyway. So this is home for the night, so now I have to go get the bike again. Okay, I think it's gonna stay there. In case anyone was wondering what I meant when I said we're fully loaded, this is what I mean. So I've got the camping bag with the tent strapped to it, and then I've got 2 pannier bags filled with bits and pieces. I actually have both sleeping bags with me. The thick one and the summer one, so I just thought I'm going to go for maximum comfort. If I can bring all this stuff, I am going to do it properly. Again, that kind of goes against the whole stealth camping thing, having all this stuff, but you know what, whatever, it's fine. Okay guys, here is said tent. It's a Eurohike Tent R2, and I got it for like 34 quid, because you know me, I am just refusing to spend good money on a tent. I have actually seen a few decent tents that I am probably going to invest in, but for now, let's go for the cheap and cheerful, because you know it's a bit more realistic for the everyday person, I guess. The hydrostatic head is 2,000, which is okay for the average rainfall we will get most likely. It's a lot better than the tent I had in the last video, which was a heap of crap. But yeah, this is a 2-man tent too. It's not particularly light, but it could be better. The bag it's in is pretty big, so I think I can actually condense this down a little bit. But anyway, enough chatting, let's see what this thing is actually like. I panicked for a second because this is blue, and I was like, don't tell me they've sent me a blue tent. I have never had so much trouble trying to force the points in, what do you call them? The ring fittings in to the outer. Jesus, that was hard work. But anyway, now I need to do the inner. Bloody hell. Okay, it is up. Took a lot longer than I like to admit, but oh well, it's done. So let's go for a tour. Okay, I haven't done the guy ropes yet, but I'll get round to that. So that's it. It's a 2-man tent. It's 210 centimeters point to point inside, which is 7 foot something. Got a little air vent there. Got the wee rain cover on top. There's actually quite a big air vent below there too. But yeah, let's get inside it and see how big it is. Oh, there's a nice leaflet here. Just a nice leaflet to tell me carbon monoxide can kill. That's literally the first thing I saw. There's also another one. Yeah, there's 3 warnings for carbon monoxide being a killer. But anyway, I suppose some people are stupid. Oh yeah, I think for once I might actually have enough space. I think for once I might be able to lie end to end without my feet or head touching each side. Oh, what a treat. As for the inside, that's it there, not a whole lot to see. And then we've got 2 pockets here in the corner. So now I'm gonna put the tarp up in front of it, so I have lots of outdoor space to sit in, because it's meant to rain later, so I want to make sure I have a nice dry place I can sit that isn't necessarily in the tent, so I can cook and all that jazz. So I'll just do that now, and then we'll maybe get some coffee, get some food, do something that's actually interesting. So all the stuff I have for setting up the tarp is actually in here. I've got the tarp, I've got one of my sleeping bags, I've got the poles for the tarp, the power cords in there, and my sleeping mats in there. And this is one of the many inspirational quotes that adorn my bike. It is what it is. In case anybody wondered, I'm just gonna go through some of the stickers I have here. Far too many. It's kind of hard to focus on them all. But yeah, you get the idea. Obviously there's the other side as well, but that's probably my favourite one. I love pigs and blankets. I got that one in a cracker. And then that one's Benson. And yeah, I'll show you the other side later. Okay, the tarp is up in some fashion. It's probably a bad job. I have no way of getting more height this side. It doesn't look great, but it's perfectly serviceable. But I made some more adjustments and I think that's better. Or maybe it's the same, I don't know, but I think that's better. Yeah, we'll just go with that, I've had enough. Okay, in terms of stuff I'm bringing, I've got quite a bit. Also, I've got my trusty stool. So I'll put this over here, I think. Okay, we have got all the stuff for charging, a bag full of food, got a frying pan and a plate, got more cups and stuff, obviously water, another pot for cooking with, little gas stove, a big winter sleeping bag because I brought both. I think I said earlier I'm bringing both sleeping bags so I can have one below and on top of me, because I hate how restricting a sleeping bag is. When I could bring all the stuff, I thought I might as well. And I think that's it for that bag. Oh, I have some very old socks in there. Yup. Everything else is in here. So we've got the other sleeping bag, got the camo net which I'm going to put over the bike, my inflatable camping mat, the gas I got from Halfords, got the emergency stove in case I couldn't get the gas, I've got a torch which I'll actually just hang up there, a lighter, some wipes, a torch, an extra fleece, jogging bottoms and socks. And that is everything. I'm actually going to throw the bike just underneath this tree because it's probably the place for the most cover, because I am expecting rain. I always said I wouldn't lie that bike flat, but here we are. That kind of covers it. I mean, you're obviously going to see me in the tent, but if anyone does attack me in the night, at least they might not steal my bike. Well, it's actually pretty cozy under here, this is nice. I am bloody starving, so this is what I'm having for dinner. Burgers! I'm so excited. I don't know why I said it. I don't know why I said it like that. Burgers. I'm having burgers. So yes, let's get these bad boys on. I was going to cook outside of this, but I can just hear some faint raindrops on this. So I might just wait 10 minutes and see what it does and then start. But obviously for you, that'll be about now. Okay, so I'm just going to sit under here and do it because this is probably the best option. I'm going to use this as a little table and we are just going to crack on. That's a healthy amount of oil, right? Just the noise we want. Nope, not like that. So I got Tesco Northern Irish beef steak burgers. I'm gonna have to do these one at a time because my pan's so small, and I'm now gonna wipe my hands because I touched raw meat. Because I just know someone is gonna be like, oh my god, you didn't wash your hands, you're so disgusting. Well here, I'm doing it, alright? I'm doing it. No. There we go. Right, well, I suppose while I wait for the meat to cook, I can construct some of the bits of the burger. I always bring, if I ever make burgers, I always try and get the smallest baps I can, because burgers always shrink, so that should fit in that nicely. In this, I'm going to put some of the Nicola ketchup I had a couple of videos ago, one bit, lovely. And then I'm going to put burger sauce, which is basically Big Mac sauce, on the other one. And then once the meat's cooked a bit more, I'm going to put a piece of cheese on the meat, and then melt the cheese on there, and then whack it in the burger, and that's pretty much it. It's nothing exciting, but it's good. Now, I'm try and get this on the plate without dropping it. Oh, actually, ooh dear. Actually easier than I thought. Oh, that is warm. That is warm. Okay. I'm going to leave that to cool down for a little second. But that is my little burger. That's pretty good. Oh, it smells great. Oh yeah, that's good. That is very good. Oh, it's so dirty. It's so good. Oh man, this is great. What more could you want? Out in the wilderness, complete peace, and a big filthy burger. What's better than this? What's better than this? Guys being dudes. I don't know if anyone else gets that reference, but I'm keeping it in. Oh my god, that burger was great. I've waited 10 minutes, and I'm now going to have my other one. But I might actually sit out from underneath this tarp for that one, because it's nice out, and it stopped drizzling, so let's see how that goes. Oh, fuck me. Come on, Craig, how hard is it to sit in a chair? I have inadvertently, and by inadvertently I mean completely on purpose because I'm brilliant, I've put myself under a spot where there's a lot of tree cover. But not the kind of branches that will fall and kill me. Strong branches that stop the rain. So like, it's raining now, but I'm not really getting hit with anything. So that's good. So it definitely shouldn't be a repeat of what happened last time. The other funny thing, when I was eating my burger, I'd actually cut my finger when I was opening the tripod for the camera, and it was like bleeding all down my hand. And I was like, oh, I'll just pretend everything's fine. But anyway, what was I going to say? Yeah, thanks for watching this video so far. I'm not sure how this video is turning out so far. I feel like I've taken a long time and achieved very little. Obviously in edit you're not going to know that, but like, it's nearly 9 o'clock and I feel like I've done nothing. But anyway, thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing if you're subscribed. If you haven't subscribed, go on, just do it, help me out. If you like it, that is, and if you don't like it, that's fine, don't subscribe. But also don't tell me. Nah, I'm only joking. But yeah, no, what was I going to say? Someone had asked me what other YouTube accounts I watch. Now unfortunately this is going to be very boring, because the only camping videos I really watch are obviously Camping with Steve, because, well, obviously. I used to watch Off Camping, obviously Camping with Billy, Off Camping, wherever it is, but he doesn't upload that often, so I haven't really bothered looking him up that often. And then that's really it in terms of camping. I do like to watch the proper people, they're urban explorers. Their cinematography is fantastic. I look at their videos and I'm just like, oh, I wish I could do that. But apart from that, I really just watch gaming videos from the likes of Vanos Gaming, if that means anything to anyone. They've been going for a long time. Call Me Kevin, which is another gaming YouTube, he's really funny. And other than that, me and my partner Nicola, me and my fiance Nicola, would watch a lot of Disney World vlogs and Disney food blog and stuff like that, because we love Disney World. I know what you're thinking, this guy camps and he also likes Disney World. They don't seem mutually exclusive, but they are. I like both. And yeah, we're actually going there soon. It is in about 43, 44 days. And Nicola is going to vlog the entire trip. She's already vlogged one before. She also has a YouTube channel. If you, for some reason, like me, and it's nothing to do with the camping, you just like watching me make a tit of myself, then you can follow this YouTube account. I'll also link it in the description, and you can follow our adventure to Florida as well in a few weeks' time. And there's also a few other things there I've done, so you know, if it's me you want, there's plenty of me to go around. I'm just going to take a little walk this way. I haven't really gone this way very often. This is a pretty good camping spot, this. This is the kind of spot, I think I mentioned it in a video before, where I really wanted a place I could keep coming to, and that would be the place that I would try out like funny bits of equipment. I think this might be the one. This is great. But I want to go down this trail because, when I say trail, I don't know if it comes up on camera, but there's definitely a trail running through there. Interesting. I kept walking and I actually come out on the one of the main paths. I'm pretty much straight through there, which is unfortunate because this is a well-used trail. So maybe this spot wasn't as good as I thought, but wow, it really is raining quite heavy. It's not picking it up on the camera, but it's like that really misty rain. Oh, I'm gonna get under the trees again. It's funny actually, when I walk this way, I can see the tent, but it blends in very well. It's only because I know it's there. Hard to tell, but at the end of my blurry finger, that is the tent. For once, I'm quite well blended in. But this is the only area people can really see me, and you really can't see me there, so... Finally, the boy did good. Anyway, that's enough walking around. I want to get back and have some coffee. I didn't bother getting the coffee bags that I normally get. Anyone that's been watching this channel knows that I normally go for the oh, what's the brand called? I get them all the time and I've forgotten the brand. Ah, bloody hell. But anyway, I always get coffee bags. They're like basically filter coffee in a tea bag type thing. But this time I just got regular old Nescafe 2-in-1, which is just regular, like cheap freeze-dried coffee and then dried milk in it. I see a lot of people use them. They're obviously really light, they're really handy, but I just have this feeling they're gonna be disgusting. But we will see, we will see. Okay. Oh yeah, one more thing. Log off before it's too late. Not now. Do it once you've watched this video, please. Dad jokes. Not even a dad, but anyway. So yeah, this is the coffee I got. It's making me feel a bit sad. But yeah, I don't see. The only coffee I take milk with is like this kind of coffee, like coffee you make at home. But we obviously would never get Nescafe coffee very often. I'm not trying to sound like a snob, I'm really not, but me and Nicola love coffee and we would just never get something like this. So I just thought these were like £1 for 6, and if they're okay, then I guess I can survive. First world problems, eh? So yeah, let's just give it a wee smell. Oh. Oh, why does it smell so sweet? It smells weirdly sweet, but then maybe that's the powdered like milk in it as well. Okay, well, I guess we will see. Okay, it's gonna be hard to see, but the mix is mostly white. I was kind of expecting the mix to be mostly brown because, you know, it's coffee. Well, this is great. The first ingredient is glucose syrup. Then it's palm kernel oil. And then it's coffee. Out of that entire sachet, 17% is coffee. And then there's soluble fibre, skim milk powder, which is only 1.4%. And then a bunch of E numbers. Jesus. Let's see what this is like. Oh. It's really foamed up like it's a cappuccino or something. What the hell? I'll be honest, I am not liking this. Alright guys, time to give this coffee a blast. Cheers. It's obviously still incredibly hot. It's the powdered milk, I think. Ugh. It kind of tastes like that ration pack coffee I got. Maybe not quite as bad, because the ration pack coffee tasted like sausages. I've tasted plenty of sausage and this doesn't. Sorry, I'm such a child. This doesn't taste like sausage, basically. But it doesn't taste good. I was thinking of getting, like, I need to look them up if they exist. Like a mini cafetiere. Like camping, like a camping cafetiere. I know it's a bit of a luxury item, but I think I would really actually make use of that. Nah, man. I mean, I'll use them up now that I have them, but I don't know if I'd get them again. I suppose when you're camping, you just have to think of food as fuel, and you just have to think, this is coffee, this will wake me up in the morning, and, well, I say wake up in the morning, it's currently 9:20, but I always have a coffee in the evening as well. This is one of the many reasons you go to B&M Bargains. They always have great chocolate. This is a Cadbury's Caramilk Marvellous Creations. Now, we have Marvellous Creations here in the UK, but not a caramilk version. So it's like white chocolate caramel mixed, and then obviously there's like jelly pieces and stuff in it. They call it Jelly Popping Candy Beanies in caramelized white chocolate. B&M Bargains always gets the great chocolate. Now, I think this is probably an Australian import, because all the good Cadbury's chocolate, despite being a British brand, is made in Australia. Yeah, Australia have the best dairy milk. It's so unfair. If you're from Australia and you want to send me lots of dairy milk, I will risk giving you my address. Oh, wow. That just smells like a heart attack, but in the best possible way. So that's the bar there. There's like jelly pieces and stuff in it. Is this the popping candy one? Oh yeah, I literally said that, didn't I? Oh, that did not break evenly at all. So, oh my god. You can kind of see the little jelly pieces in it. The chocolate is super sweet. Then you bite into one of the jellies, and it's like really fruity and sweet at the same time. And then the popping candies are like spinning around your mouth. Now, I would say most people will prefer the regular dairy milk chocolate with the popping candy and the fruit pieces, because it's very sweet. This is very sweet chocolate with sweets inside it, but honestly, I think it's great. Fantastic. It's another reason why me and Nicola love going to America, because they have the best sweets and candy. The best cereal too. All the cereal's full of crap, but it's great. Although one thing America does do very poorly is chocolate. America's chocolate game is disgusting, but everything else, fantastic. Fantastic. But anyway, let's see if a piece of this chocolate can make this coffee taste any better. Nope, it somehow tastes worse. But anyway, I'm just going to sit and drink my gross coffee, have some chocolate, and just enjoy a little bit of nature for a while. Hey. So, I have a coffee and with chocolate and stuff. I was just watching a YouTube video for a while, then I realised I haven't actually done my camping mat or my sleeping bags or anything. So I thought I'd better quickly do that. And then I will bring you in here and show you what we're like for space.
because I had all the extra space, I thought, why not bring both sleeping bags? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the big thick boy on the mat as normal. But I'm gonna sleep with it, with the zip all the way down. So I'm not gonna cocoon myself in it, but I'm gonna get my feet in there. And then I can put that over me. And then I'm gonna open up this sleeping bag and open this one zip up all the way down. And then throw this one on top. Because, like I was saying before, I find sleeping bags really restrictive. But if I do it like this, I'll be loving life. I am very bright right now. It's getting dark. It's not super dark, but it's dark enough for the camera not to be able to pick me up. So I forgot I've got one more snack thing to try. It's these cockles. Now don't laugh at the name, come on, grow up. These are little shellfish. They're kind of like mussels but even smaller. I love these things. They remind me, they're like a very, I don't know, how do I describe this? They're like, I mean, they look disgusting, I'll be honest, but these are delicious. Oh, smell that. I need to go drain the brine off. Hang on. So yes, cockles. So they are cockles. No, they're not alien life forms. They're shellfish and they're delicious. Now obviously these are a lot better when they're fresh, because ones in the jar just kind of taste like vinegar. They're still good, but I don't know if these are more like a British thing. Like, you very rarely see them, but they remind me of being a kid. I grew up in Norwich, and Norwich has a market in the city centre. It's there all year, and there's loads of fish counters, and I always got a little jar of cockles with some vinegar on them with some seafood sauce, and you just eat it at the bar. It was great. It was like a pub, but for seafood. It was great. You get cockles, mussels, crayfish, prawns, jellied eels, but they're disgusting. Lots of other things. It was great. Ironically, when I moved to Northern Ireland, I lived 1 mile from the sea, and then I lived about 4 miles from the sea, and you can't get good fish anywhere. It's better now, but I remember thinking when I first moved here, I could get fresh seafood every day, and I lived in a major city. Well, a major city by Northern Ireland standards, anyway, a big city. And we were about 40 miles from the coast. We didn't get anything. Came to Northern Ireland, literally lived 10 minutes away from the sea. Couldn't get anything. But anyway, I'll enjoy my little nostalgia trip here with my jar of seafood. And I'll get back to you in a minute. Sorry, it's probably pretty hard to see me now, but I'm currently sitting outside the tent in the dark. So at 10:30, I'm just enjoying an hour and a half to midnight Pepsi, as you do. The rain's held off so far, but apparently it's meant to be raining a lot later. Oh. Hey Siri, is it going to rain?
Yes, we should see some rain.
So there's a 70% chance at 11, and then 90 at midnight, and then it stays pretty much at that. Let me see. Yeah, so it's definitely going to rain tonight. As I say, I'm under kind of cover, so I might get lucky. But yeah, I'm quite content just sitting here. I'm having a great little time to myself. I'm basically just waiting for it to get a bit darker so I can get some of my nighttime photos on my GoPro, which is kind of hit and miss. I'm not the best photographer, I feel. I'm not really. It's not really my thing, but you can sometimes get a good nighttime photo on the GoPro, so I'm going to try that later. And then I suppose I'll be hitting the hay after that. Hello. I know you guys won't be able to see a lot, but I'm just lying outside under the tarp. It started chucking it down with rain, and this is just nice and relaxing. There really is nothing better than hearing the rain lashing off your tent, but you're perfectly dry underneath. I was setting the GoPro up, and I was getting soaked over there, but the rain doesn't sound anywhere near as heavy where we are right now. So I inadvertently picked a great spot. Oh sorry, I said that before. I picked a great spot completely on purpose. Okay guys, I am inside the tent and it is chucking it down with rain now. You might be able to hear it. I'm assuming you can. Excuse the bars going down the screen. It's this light. I really need to replace this light, but I keep forgetting to do it. But yeah, I thought I'd quickly show you all the space inside the tent. Loads of headroom. I personally have loads of space. Like, this is me sitting out. And I've got all this space beside me. Got all that space. I've got my jumper in case I need it, but it's pretty warm, so I think it'll be alright. And then I've got the other sleeping bag just stuffed in. So I'm gonna stick my feet in here as normal, but then I'm gonna keep this sleeping bag open so I have a bit more freedom of movement, and then fire this one over the top but opened out. Do you know what I mean? So it's like that right over me, and then I should have lots of space and feel really cozy as well. So thought I might as well when I can. So yeah, the tent's holding up well so far with the rain. Obviously the front portion's kind of covered by the tarp, but the back bit's completely exposed to the elements, so we'll see how it goes. But yeah, this is a pretty cozy night. I'm gonna enjoy this one, I think. Beautifully flattering angle. But yeah, it's coming up to midnight now, so thought I'd better get to sleep. With the extra sleeping bag set up, and how it's not really that cold, and how the rain is just tip-tapping off the top of the tent, I feel like I'm going to fall asleep in no time. But yeah, as usual, as I always say, if anything interesting happens in the middle of the night, I will pick up the camera, but if not, I will see you in the morning. Oh, let's try get the light. Let's try that again. I will see you in the morning. Oh, good morning guys. It is just after 6. Oh, it's just after 6. I actually slept really well. Oh, excuse me. I feel like I could have slept longer, but as usual, the dire need to go for a pee has woken me up again. And once I'm awake, I normally can't go back to sleep, so I think we are now up for the day. But yeah, it was nice. It rained a lot last night, and this tent
It's perfectly dry, so hooray. Now I know I had the tarp at the front, but the back of the tent's completely exposed, and it done a great job. A great job. So, good, at least I have one tent that isn't a heap of crap. But anyway, let's get the day started. Okay, I'm up. I'm a little bit more awake now. I've had a look around the tent. It looks pretty good. But yeah, just put a jumper on. It's not super cold, but it's just about cold enough. I feel like I need another layer on. Yes, it's a Norwich City jumper. No, I don't need the abuse. I know how bad we are. Thank you. But yeah, let's get some coffee on. Oh, shit. Okay, I've got my something that's sort of like coffee, and I noticed on camera this looks like I'm wearing like a one-piece training set. I'm really not. Even my socks are white. I'm just completely in white. Looks very strange. Anyway, so for breakfast I have just a cheap and cheerful instant porridge pot. I just need to add water to, but that's very boring. You've seen me with this a lot. The other thing I have is this. This is a chocolate double croissant. This is in the Eastern European section in Tesco. Yeah. Let's see what this is like. Let's break it in half. So that's the inside. Now bear in mind what that looks like. Because on the picture on the front, that's how much goo is supposed to be inside it. I definitely didn't get that much goo. Also, it appears more runny on that. It's quite solid inside. But it's actually not too bad. I think Nutella and then like a sweet, just sort of cream flavour. I don't know what it is. It's not bad. For a pre-packaged croissant, that isn't actually that bad. If there's any French people watching, I apologise, because this is probably an absolute travesty. Right, well, I've had my coffee, I've had my porridge, I've had a bit of a walk around, I feel very awake, and I guess it's now time to start doing the tedious part of it all, which is packing everything up. Wow, that actually is pretty much completely dry. So one thing I meant to say about this tent, well, I'll start with the positives. I like it. It seems pretty good. Waterproofness is pretty decent. You can see obviously here where the tarp was sitting, but like, it done well. Very little condensation, but I guess that's because I had the front door open most of the night. But talking about the door, this is the one thing I don't like about this tent, is that the fly sheet door isn't see-through. Like, you can see light through it, but I prefer it when it's mesh. I was really looking forward to be able to see out when I was going to sleep, but that's it really. But you know, this thing was like under £40, so I feel like for a tent under 40 quid, it's actually performed pretty well. So I'll have to give it another test with no tarp at all, just to make sure it's okay. But otherwise, yeah, I like it. The other thing I would probably change is the fluorescent guy ropes, which, as I've just realised, I completely forgot to attach. I had one on the back to tie the tarp on the side, because I only had 3 bits of paracord. I thought I had 4. But yeah, but let's get this bad boy down. Also, it actually went in the bag. It was really touch and go, but there you go. She is in. Okay, so I'll still need to pack all this stuff away, but everything's at least on that tarp pretty much. I've left nothing but a nice dry patch. I've had a little check, and we are all good. No trace left behind as usual. So yeah, let's just get this stuff out the way and then we can get out of here. Okay, bike is fully laden, I am fully laden, let's get out of here. So I'm actually going out on the trail that I walked down last night. So I realised it was a quicker way to get to the path, not like the stupid way I went before. Okay guys, well, that is about gonna do it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed my little sort of kind of review, kind of bicycle camp. I don't know what you want to call it. I'll think of some sort of title, but who knows. If you like the video, do all that stuff that's coming up here. But other than that, guy, all that's left is to say goodbye, and I'll see you in the next one.